Hi everybody, my name is Mariah Caravantis and I'm going to be talking about the nature side of the very controversial nature versus nurture debate. It has been a controversial topic for many years. Language is the innate ability that is instinctual behavior that begins at birth. It is seen through gestures, babbling, noise making, and progresses and further develops through a human's life. Infants are extremely susceptible of even learning language through sign. Many infants know sign language from early on and use it to communicate to their caregivers. Babies instinctually stare at objects or people that they want. They point to objects or people that they want. They laugh to communicate their happiness and joy. They cry to communicate their needs and displeasures. Language is also unique to humans. Evidence has presented that there has not been another species on this planet that has had the ability to develop language or even form sentences. It has shown that language begins biologically. Language is presented through the basis of hereditary and has been demonstrated through genetic data. Research studies have noticed and proven that language and speech disorders can be transferred from a parent down to their offspring. In research studies conducted by Angela Morgan and her colleagues, Simon Fisher, Ingrid Scheffer, and Michael Hildebrand, they have found that the FOXP2 gene is strongly correlated to the ability of speech and language development. It has been discovered that mutations in the FOXP2 gene have been linked to several speech and language disorders. The NIH discusses the molecular testing that was conducted by studying 17 different families with the parent containing a mutation of the FOXP2 gene. The testing in this study included examination of genomic sequences of both the parent and their child to determine if they carried the same mutation. The results concluded that half of the children in this study did indeed carry the same genetic mutation. They also suffered from the same speech and language disorders as their parents did. This states that if a parent contains a mutation of any sort of the FOXP2 gene, then there is a 50% risk that their children will also receive the same mutation to their FOXP2 gene. Mutations in the FOXP2 gene can include addition or deletion of this gene, but has most commonly been present as a heterozygous dominant pathogenic variant. Language and speech disorders from this gene mutation include childhood apraxia, dysarthria, oral motor dyspraxia, and have expressed autistic disorders. These disorders led to delayed speech, improper oral motor skill functions, hindered ability to speak, receptive language impairment, and difficulty forming sentences. The evaluation of the 17 families and the transmission of the mutated FOXP2 gene indicated and verified that language disorders can be inherited, which validated that language is hereditary through biological sources, and that language development is part of human biological sequences. This study is a great example demonstrating the hereditary, genetic, and congenital link of language. Thank you, everyone.